Welcome to Landrianka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome, beautiful life. All right, today we're going to talk about changing your beliefs. Woo-wee! That's a big one, because we know everything comes from there, right? You can say the mantras, you can do all you want, you can meditate, but if you are not believing that you are abundant, you are limitless, that your life is going to change, that you're ever going to make the money, that you're ever going to feel good about yourself, that you're ever going to have the relationship, that you're ever going to have the great job, that you're ever going to feel happy again. So if you've seen my other videos, I always talk about the ego is really not something you should fight. The ego is something you have trained to protect you. It's an energy, it's part of you that you have trained so that when you get in a situation, it kicks in and says, no, you shouldn't trust anybody because you've been, lied to in the past. I'm going to protect you. So, be skeptical. Act like a jackass with this person that has done nothing to you because you just don't trust anybody. It has an attitude. You've conditioned it to. It's just doing what you trained it to. It is you, all right? It's part of your energy. You can change that. So how do we change it? Because that ego is carrying all of those beliefs that, everything's a scam. I hear that all the time because of my internet training. It's a scam. They haven't even taken the training. They don't even know what's going on. It's a scam. All right, well, I'll talk to you in 2 years when everybody else is online making money and running their businesses online. Yeah. Talk to me about the scam in a few years when you lose your job because you don't know how to use technology. So we can be our own worst enemy. Where does that come from? Somebody somewhere told you that story, or your parents go, oh, all that stuff's a scam, or your dad, or whatever. That's all it is. Or you created your own opinion on some stuff you read or thought, or somebody else convinced you. And so that becomes a belief. So then you have a barrier. Beliefs are just barriers. Can you think of it that way? All right, so first of all, why do you need to hang on to the belief? What belief do you have that you're actually talking about in your head? So the thing about meditation is it brings silence in. It brings silence so that you're not thinking. A belief has to be thought about in order to affect you. Even if it's back here, you're getting this feeling, that's the ego saying, okay, you are not smart enough. Oh my God, you're in a room with all these intelligent people. You are not smart enough. Do you know how many times I've been with other people that I thought were brilliant and realized, wow, they're not smarter than me. We all have certain things we bring to the table, and I know that. But their expertise balances out mine. And that's why the world has all different kinds and shapes and sizes and, interests and talents and skills. We're all complementing each other because we are all one thing and we're contributing all these different pieces to this one beautiful thing. But we're like, oh, I'm not the tall, pretty, skinny blonde. Oh, I'm not the, hunky guy that can play football, or I'm not the smart one, or I'm not, and you're like, wait a minute. Did you forget your role of contributing to the one of which you are? You are the component of the one. It's time for you to do your job. So whatever belief system you have is just thinking. So, people ask me, how do I change my beliefs? There's nothing to change. A belief system is just a thought floating out there that has been thought over and over and over again. Now, but believe me, by the way, I follow Joe Dispenza, and he has this whole thing about changing your mind. And I highly recommend breaking the habit of being yourself, which is changing the belief systems. It's actually a physical thing where you start to change how you think to change your beliefs and all of the other reactions that happen physically that trigger everything, that trigger the emotions, that trigger the chemicals in your body, and you can actually retrain your brain to be somebody else. You can change your mind. So I do believe in that. But what I want to share with you is a belief doesn't need to be changed. It's a belief. You don't change a belief. You just focus on another one. That belief will always be somewhere. Somebody's going to hang on. Oh, there's a belief. I'll take that one. Oh, there's a belief. I'll take that one. Oh, I don't want that one anymore. They don't go away. They're out there somewhere because it's a probability, right? A thought, a belief is a probability. What you want to do, if you don't like that belief and you don't want to believe it anymore, is to focus on one you want. So instead of going, I'm fighting it, how do I get rid of this thing? It's like, okay, what belief do I want to focus on? All right, let's say, let's pick one that's most people struggle financially. Relationships and finances. Okay, so let's take relationships, because I'm always doing the money thing, because that's, everybody's like, money, how do I get money? All right, so let's say that you don't think you can ever get somebody who's good looking, smart, and is going to treat you like gold. Somewhere in your head, you just feel you don't deserve it. That is a belief. And you may not even think you're believing it. So you have to really examine it and say, why am I not getting this? Because I really, whenever I think of that, I'm thinking, God, that's not something I can get. That's not for me. I'm not smart and gorgeous and, successful, and that person would never look at me. So you've already eliminated it. You've already created the probability. You've adopted a probability. That's your probability. So you're never going to get past that until you change the belief, right? So let's say we don't change the belief. We say, okay, that belief is what I've been believing. Let's focus on the belief I want to believe. What's the belief that would change all of that? I can't wait for that perfect mate to come into my life. I can't wait. And I know it's already done because I am smart and pretty and skinny enough, or they're going to find me totally attractive. They're going to like my chubby whatever you've got. They're going to love that I have a simple job, that I don't, I'm not some high-powered executive. They're going to love that, I've just got a funny way about me, and maybe I'm not the most handsome guy in the world or the most beautiful girl, but, I tell a good joke and I'm clever and whatever. So you actually just take your new belief and you start focusing on that. And you got to catch yourself when you focus on the old belief. So instead of trying to change it, you're just changing your focus. Does that make more sense? Is that a little easier for you to handle than trying to change the belief? You're fighting something again. Don't fight it. I don't like that belief anymore. I'm not, thank you. You've served your purpose for me to learn. Bye. All right, it's going to hang around a while, by the way, because it's like, wait a minute, I've been your friend for 30 years, or 40 or 50, and you're going, okay, yeah, you're there, and it's been developed through many years and reinforced, and somebody else believed it, so the collective consciousness has reinforced it through its collective beliefs in that belief. It's focused on that belief, and so it's going to take some work for you to focus on the collective consciousness that has this belief, because there are other people that believe they're good enough for positive relationships. I'm one of them, and I always get awesome people. Once in a while I learn a lesson along the way. It's all good. But yeah, I know who that person is, and I know what I deserve, and I have no problem, and because I exude that confidence and I know it, that's part of my energy that I put off too that helps that. And you can do the same thing. So let's talk about money. It's a struggle. Money's oh my gosh, if I get one more email, I struggle with money. I always struggle. I've always been broke up. All right, there you go. Belief hanging around. I struggle, blah, blah, blah. All right, what if you're saying, I'm tired of that belief? All right, yeah, I know you're going to hang around a while, but I'm going to go over here. My belief is something huge is happening right now. A wonderful opportunity is coming to me right now. In fact, it exists. I can't wait. That right person, that right situation, that right whatever it is going to happen very soon, and I'm going to be in that awesome job that's going to pay me, or I'm going to have an awesome opportunity, and abundance is here. Abundance is here. That's the belief I want. That's what I'm going to focus on. So the problem is you're fighting this belief. I don't like this belief. I don't like it. Ooh, 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 but you're still thinking about it. You're still focused on it. Instead of picking the new one, you're trying to get rid of this. And that will never happen. It's like fighting cancer. You're just focused on the cancer. How about focusing on being healthy? How about focusing on a body with no cancer, with no tumors, healthy? Not even thinking about cancer, just imagining your body healthy. Jumping up with no pain, joints that don't hurt. Lubrication going into those joints that's going to make them supple again. Just people have done this before operations. Like stuff goes away. It's like, what? We went in, there's nothing in there. You can do this. You can stop a heart murmur. I did. Heart palpitations completely gone. I didn't know a heart murmur could go away, apparently, because mine's gone. I mean, I didn't know that that was something that can just happen versus, spontaneous healing. I had a spontaneous healing on my foot. I was ready. I finally accepted it and said, okay, I'm not going to fight this anymore. I'm just like, okay, I'll go in for the operation. I'll just take care of it. And quit my job, quit my investment banking, and my whole life turned around. I got up one day after a bizarre incident during the night that felt like somebody was doing something to my toe. I remember it. And when I got up and I put my foot on the floor, I had no pain. Mind-blowing. And I haven't since. If you have knee pain, hip pain, foot pain, it's usually an indication, unless you've had an accident and did something, a little bit, you pushed yourself a little too far. Then that's the message might be slowed down. But if you have all those issues, supposedly it's a sign that you are not moving forward and you need to. You're not taking those steps. You're not moving and progressing forward, and I wasn't. And as soon as I did, that pain completely went away in my foot. I don't even know where it came from. I don't even know what it was. And I had it for a very long time, a couple of years. It kept getting worse and worse and worse until I finally quit. I was not progressing forward. So when you let go of things instead of fighting them, and that is your belief systems, then things will actually clear up because the focus isn't on it. I said, okay, the pain, it's there, whatever. I give up. And then I started to take action in my life too. So see, the belief system also is going to include your action. So if you have this, let's say you want a perfect relationship and you want to be that absolutely awesome person, then you have to start being that awesome person. You have to create that reality, which means get your butt on a diet if you need to lose some weight. Start working out. You're going to feel better. You're going to look better. You might meet somebody in the class. Start, put a little makeup on before you go out of the house, girls. And don't look like a slob when you go to the grocery store. Your guy might be in the aisle and think you're adorable, right? Look a little decent. Same with the guys. You know what? You gotta, if you want that relationship, you've got to be the match to that relationship. And that belief system is focusing on you being that person that's ideal for the person you want to. So you've got to match that. So your focus on having money is not sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, that belief system that it's never going to happen. It's focusing on, you know, it's already done. So now what do I need to do to facilitate that belief, that my new belief? I'm going to make a couple phone calls, right? Okay, I'm going to make a phone call. I told you, I got this urge. I wanted to up my game here. I wanted to go into some big stuff. Let's take it to the next level. I got this urge to call somebody, an ex-client. And now we're forming a company and we're doing something really mind-blowingly awesome that met all of my criteria. My belief system was that something's going to show up that's going to take me to the next level. And I didn't know what it was, but I had to act on it. I had to take the action. I can't, just don't sit there and, if you see my ad, you know, don't sit and meditate. You got to go buy the lottery ticket. You got to open the door to let the person in. You got to go out and go to the gym to get the body. You got to put the Cheetos down Frito-Lay. You got to put the Cheetos down and eat the organic stuff. Your life is a journey. You have to start living it. So you guys get so hung up on these thoughts. And you're not really taking any action in your life to be and create that new belief that you want to focus on. This is going to be here. Accept it. Quit fighting it. It's old. It's not mine. Just don't claim it. So instead of getting involved in analyzing and where did it come from and all that stuff, it doesn't matter anymore. We've moved past that. We've moved past karma. When you let go of everything, when you forgive, you love, when you are free of everything and you accept it and you move forward, karma's gone. You don't need it anymore. So that belief system, let it hang around a while. It's okay. Just go, whoa, okay. There's that. It's triggering a thought. My new belief that I'm going to focus on is not that one. I'm done with that. You know, cut the baggage, clip, clip, clip. And then, okay, my new belief is there's an awesome opportunity. I need to find it. I accept it. All right. I'm going to keep going. I'm asking for that. I'm asking for that idea. I'm asking for that. What am I supposed to do next? What am I supposed to do? Because all those answers in the collective consciousness, all of them, every probability says, oh, you know, you're shining the light on it. It goes, hey, yeah, here, you know, call your old high school sweetheart. You go, I have an urge. You go on Facebook and then you end up getting married to your old high school sweetheart. Says, hey, by the way, I happen to be available. You know, or you say, call that person that you used to work, and they say, oh my God, it's so funny. We were just saying we need a really good manager for this department. You know, there's an opening and I know you. I've worked with you. You're really great. And you're thinking, oh, wow, well, that's, you know, it's beyond my, you know, capabilities. No, it's not. No, it's not. You go, yes, I'll take it on. And then you figure it out when you get in there. I've done that before. Just say yes and then figure it out. I think Richard Branson does that. Oh, yeah, we can do that. And they're like, oh, my God. And they do. They figure it out. And you should live your life that way. Just say yes. Just say yes. So can you just pick the new belief? What is that new belief that you would have to focus on to have your life change? That you are abundant. That there's something beautiful that you will be doing that's going to happen for you to bring that abundance, and you're ready for it, and you're at ease with it, and you continue to do whatever you do every day to function like somebody who is abundant, and you start to take some action. So I hope this was helpful. I hope I gave a thorough enough answer. I don't want to make this complex, complicated. And again, don't change your beliefs. Just release them and pick a new one. Focus on it. Catch yourself when it shows up. It's not true. I don't want it anymore. It's not mine. I got it from somebody else. Chances are somebody else. This is my belief. And don't you ever get off of it. And stay away from those people that discourage you, they're not in a positive place. Anybody who discourages you is not in a positive place. Even because they still, even if you're doing stuff that in society may seem wrong, as long as you're not harming somebody else and your intentions are good and all that is positive, then you stay on that path. You know, I've heard a lot of people, by the way, they want to quit school and go after their dreams. Some of them are lucky enough to have parents that go, yeah, okay, if it doesn't work out after so many years, will you go back to school? And they allow that person to go and experience that. And 9 times out of 10, they're very successful because they're so passionate about that. But they had that reinforcement, that positive reinforcement. Most of us don't. Most of society does not support anything out of the norm because it allows them to stay in their mediocre place and feel happy. Misery loves company, right? And that's that whole vibrational frequency thing. So stay away from it or don't tell. You don't have to tell everything. Everybody, like, they want approval. You don't need somebody's approval. I got a video on that. Did you watch it? You don't need somebody else's approval. All right? So again, if you want to sign up for, you can click up here. If you want to sign up, the little thingies come out. You can actually put your cursor over here and click on it. A landing page will come out, and you give me your email address, and you'll go into my 101 Ways to Change Your Life. So you're going to get every few days a way for you to focus on the positive, to change your life, to open up the gateways to abundance, to create and experience positive relationships, passion in your life. I'm going to give you new ways. Every few days you'll receive this. When new courses come out, I'll announce those. Webinars, I'll have some free webinars coming up in the next few months. I'm getting all this stuff together. It's going to take me time, but get on the list and start getting some positive videos and practices for you. So go ahead and sign up if you want to do that. If you don't like it, you unsubscribe. But I can't imagine you're not loving my encouragement. That's what I'm here for. All right, say your mantras. Did you send light and love out to the universe? Did you? You need to. Right now, let's do it. Envision light. Your hands. Beautiful light. Mine's glistening. It's like diamonds. And I take a deep breath. Push it out. Push out light and love and peace. I see those words and they just sparkle over the universe. And I encase the planet Earth in that beautiful light, love and peace. And if you picture that, you will make a difference. It's a fact, scientific fact, that what you just did will make a difference in the collective consciousness. It is one thing. We are one thing. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Thank you for all the miracles you're sending my friend right now. Focus on that beautiful belief and create that new reality. It's possible. It's not difficult. You get to choose. Namaste.